We are continuing our conversation with Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley. Now, last year, you decided not to run for Senate. Instead, you're endorsing U.S. Senator Ed Markey in his re-election bid. So why did you choose not to run?
Well, the short answer is that my daughter is in her final year of high school. I'm very proud that she'll be a Howard Bison in the fall. And so it was not the time, for my family personally. But also, I believe my work in the House was not finished. I do love being a Congresswoman. I believe in this moment, I'm exactly where I need to be, doing exactly what I need to be doing. That's that.
Do you think you'll run next time?
Well, right now I'm running for re-election, and so I hope to earn the continued trust, partnership, and confidence of the people of the Massachusetts 7th Congressional District. But again, I love being a Congresswoman, and I'm also very committed to doing the work of ensuring that the House retain the majority again. When I was elected to Congress, I came in under a majority, and I know what is possible. Although I'm still moving things in a minority, hence my discharge petition, I want to do my part to ensure that we have a majority. And I've endorsed Senator Markey. He's been a bicameral partner on so many consequential issues that I work on. We've done so many bills together, I think 8 or 10 bills together, ranging in everything from the racial wealth gap and better access to capital for traditionally underserved entrepreneurs, to climate justice, to racial justice, to criminal legal reform. And so that's how I arrived at those decisions, and yeah.
I want to talk to you about this because we want to lighten it up a little bit here, because a documentary was recently released about you. It's called She Dared to Dream. And the film's creators say it's more than a profile, it's a statement about the leadership we need right now. So, what's it like being the focus of a whole documentary and seeing it kind of play out through someone else's lens?
Very unnerving.
Okay.
It was Abby Ginsburg, the director of the documentary She Dared to Dream, is an award-winning filmmaker. I do think right now stories are very important. I think our stories, will save us. And this is an incredible story that I get to play a small part in, that I think in many ways is a love letter to the Massachusetts 7th Congressional District, given the businesses featured, the activists that are also featured in the film. And She Dared to Dream for me is not about my daring, my interpretation of that. Again, Abby came to me, so she already had the title, but the she for me in that title is my mother, that she dared to dream, that I would bring every contribution and gift that I have to bear.
Love it. Let me give us one word of something that brings you joy as we end this.
Oh gosh. Cake.
Cake.
No, but but I don't want to say that because look, I'm very much in my wellness practices and my strength training right now.
Okay.
So I'm, family, books, poetry, puppies.
Those are more than one word, but we like it. Cake is in there. Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley, we appreciate you being here for CityLine. You can watch so much more, of course, on our website at WCVB.com. Thank you for watching.